Nothing. Me? Just hanging around. Hello and welcome to the workshop. Thank you for stopping by. We appreciate you very, very much. If you are new to the channel, consider subscribing, especially if you love sneakers, because we upload a lot of sneaker videos. Buckets, define a lot.
Almost every single day.
Almost every single day. You can also find me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Mr. Foamer Simpson. Last thing I want to mention before we dive into today's pair of sneakers, the t-shirt that I am currently wearing, it is the Uncivilized It's a Me t-shirt. Buckets, who is behind the camera, and myself, we have a clothing brand. This is our latest creation, entirely made in the USA start to finish, pre-washed in natural enzymes, very good quality, and quantities are limited. So if you want one, you can grab one off the website right now, uncivilizedstore.com, link in the description of this video. Buckets, anything to add? We diving in.
Diving in.
3, 2, 1, bang, bang. This is the Air Jordan 1 High Next Chapter. Some people are also calling them the Spider-Verse. Now, these did shock drop on the sneakers app a few days ago, but the official release date is May 20th and retail is set at $200. I grabbed this pair from a local sneaker spot down here in the Tampa area. Kicks are for us. Shouts to them, appreciate them looking out as always. This is a pair of sneakers that a lot of you were asking about, a lot of you wanted to see, and I wanted to see them too. Buckets, did you want to see them?
I also wanted to see them.
Wanted to get them in hand, throw them on the operating table, so to speak. And I gotta say, right out of the box, I am definitely impressed with some of the details. I should probably mention that I am a huge Jordan 1 fan. That said, I don't think this is really a sneaker that I would wear personally. I appreciate them. I think they're dope, but I don't really want to rock them, if that makes sense. Buckets, does that make sense?
Yeah, I say that about a lot of sneakers.
In the words of Robert De Niro, a little bit. Now, this is the second rendition of a Spider-Man inspired Jordan 1 sneaker. There was the Spider-Man origin story they did back in 2018. Those were not initially even that hard to get. And then all of a sudden, Buckets, I don't know what happened, but resale prices skyrocketed. They all of a sudden became super sought after. Now, it's actually not a pair that I'm too crazy about. I mean, I didn't dislike them, but I wasn't too crazy about those. And I will say I like these better just because they're a little more spicy. I like how they used a bunch of different patterns and materials. Just kind of gives it a cool look. You've got the plain white leather on the toe, as you can see. Same deal on the side panels. And that's when things start getting a little crazy. They used a nice red leather wrapping around the front of the sneaker, and then it kind of turns into this rougher suede over on the side here. And then almost more of an oily leather. Kind of reminds me of a baseball mitt. There's also patent leather. You've got red on the eyelets. Black on the swoosh. And around the ankle as well. You've got this polka dot pattern, and then the wings logo on the side. It kind of connects the two pattern panels here. And this feels almost like a wax paper or something. I don't know, it's really hard to describe. Just kind of a cool mix of everything. The leather that I mentioned feeling like a baseball mitt, they used it on the heel here as well. And there's almost, Buckets, it's almost like a patina, like a little bit of an aged kind of treatment to it.
For sure.
I like it mainly because it's something we don't see every day. You know, we see so many sneakers, so many different Jordan 1 colorways. I think this one is pretty unique. The tongue kind of has that aged look as well, with the Nike Air front and center. It's a little bit of a different look on the tongue tag than we normally see. And I should also mention the tongue itself, it almost has a thicker, stiffer kind of feel to it, maybe a little bit more padding on the back. You've got a black ankle liner, off-white midsole, and one of the spiciest features on the sneaker is this red glow-in-the-dark outsole. Like I said, these have a lot more going on than the original Spider-Man Jordan 1 that they did. I like how different these are. I like that they feel pretty unique. Definitely has a through the entire multiverse kind of vibe to them. Buckets, do you agree?
I do.
It's kind of like through the whole multiverse. I think it's a cool concept. Miles Morales, Buckets, it's like the meme. The different Spider-Mans pointing at each other, except this is like times 1,000. They're all pointing at each other. Did you see the trailer?
I did.
They're all like, wait, Spider-Man, Spider-Man, Spider-Woman, Spider-Woman, Spider-Man. It's gang gang. I think I like Miles Morales better than Peter Parker.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably not that outrageous.
Just a little more hip, you know, a little more drip. You know, Peter Parker's kind of a dork.
That's part of his whole thing, though.
I guess that's kind of his shtick. Well, there it is. The different realms of the multiverse. Somehow this sneaker is what emerged.
I'm nodding.
You're nodding in approval.
Yeah.
There you go. Man, I do think that the Jordan 1 is such an iconic sneaker. Anytime you have a red and black colorway of any kind, it does kind of trigger the OG Chicago vibes. It kind of, I don't know, you start thinking about Michael Jordan. Is Michael Jordan part of the Spider-Man multiverse? Is he in there? You got Peter Parker, you got Miles Morales, you got Mike Jordan. He was Spider-Man this whole time, we didn't even know it.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Obviously, this colorway is much different than the Chicago's. I'm just saying. Scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give these, I'll give them a 7.5 out of 10. Probably even like an 8 on the execution, but again, it's not a sneaker that I'm going to wear personally, but that doesn't mean I don't appreciate them. Bucket, scale of 1 to 10, give me all you got.
I'm gonna go 8.5.
8.5?
Yeah, I think they're very good.
A sneaker you want to wear or just a sneaker you appreciate?
I appreciate it and I would wear them.
Buckets is into them. Wow, it's not every day you give a sneaker a higher score than me.
Yeah, and I think with the origin story, it almost was like not as good of a Chicago. Right? Like if I could just have the Chicago, it's like, why would I want
this?
The
original Spider-Man Jordan 1, I agree. It obviously had the little texture to it.
Yeah, but to me, it was like just not as good as a Chicago. Now, these obviously also aren't as good as a Chicago.
But much different.
But it's different enough that I'm not like, oh, this should just be a Chicago.
Makes sense. That makes sense. It's a pretty cool sneaker. Leave a comment below. Let us know, how do you feel about these? How do you feel about the Jordan 1? I know a lot of people talking about there's some Jordan 1 fatigue, but how about when you get a spicy colorway like this one? What are your thoughts, feelings, emotions? Leave a comment below and let us know. Always love to hear from you. Thank you for watching. You are very, very appreciated. We will be back tomorrow, mañana, same time, same place, right here at the workshop with a brand new sneaker for your head top. I got nothing else. Buckets, anything to add?
It's a me.
It's a me. Uncivilizedstore.com. Adios.